Hey, everybody. It is Bethany Briggs, mindfulness coach. Who do I help? I help women and those aligned find your healthy coping mechanisms, self love, self care tools, medicines, and hobbies. and I help facilitate a state of presence and self reflection with the purpose of character building, physical, mental, and spiritual well being, insights, and self-study. Today we are going to do a mindful movement yoga. I am behind, as you guys, I don't know if you saw, I did post before this one about my cat, my family cat passing away. And just happened today, this morning. So it's really fresh, and I honestly didn't even want to come to class, but we do this every Wednesday, and I felt like being in this routine would help me move through and heal. So taking it one step at a time, one moment at a time, and just being here, being in this moment, taking the time to grieve when things like this happen, because it's important. It's important to feel the feelings. And I took the time to feel feelings before coming to class, even though it's hitting me a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's just the grieving is just starting. As I've grieved him leaving, like when I moved out of state, I grieved that loss of, giving him to my family as a family cat, as he was like my first baby. Hey, Debbie, thanks for joining me. Thank you. But so I thought, it would be a little bit easier, but it's not. He's an amazing cat. He was my first baby. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. I felt like, for me to cancel class, yes, I wanted to, but I also felt like doing some movement would help move the energy a little bit. And keep the show on the road as I do these classes every Wednesday. Just a little bit behind. So let's just get started with some deep breathing. And thank you everyone for the love that you've shown. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. It really does. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Grief is such a crazy thing, and healing takes time, and it's messy. I don't know if you guys believe in like spirit messengers, but a cardinal is a spirit messenger. And there was with Pounce, when he was younger, I put an expectation of like, I'll be there when you pass. But being where I'm in a different state. He was a lot older when I moved. I couldn't bring him with me. I had to let go of that expectation. And I felt like he was holding on. So I connected energetically with him. And I was able to let him know that it's okay. And that, when it's your time, it's your time. And as a spirit messenger, a cardinal appeared to me last night when I was outside. And I said to it, like, hey, will you give Pounce this message that it's okay and you're a good boy? And as soon as I said that, he flew off. And I heard the chirping, and it just felt like it was that sign that he was letting Pounce know, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Because he was in a lot of pain the last couple weeks. So, yeah. So it's spirit messengers. I believe in it, and if you don't, that's okay. To each his own. But I really feel like, and then getting the news that he passed this morning, he heard my message, and, he lived an amazing life. So I'm celebrating his life, but I'm also grieving the loss. Whew. But let's get started with class. Let's get into it. Thank you for giving me this space to process as I've been processing, since I found out. And, I want to be there for my parents, as he was their cat towards the end. My brothers took care of him when I couldn't. My parents took care of him when I couldn't anymore. And so instead of being my cat towards the end, half of his life, he was the family cat. My parents, my brother's cat. But being with the history and where he came from, or not came from, but like how I bottle fed him as a kitten. He was too young to be away from his parents, his mom. But my mom found him and brought him home, and they used him as like a birth control in a way, as to show like what it'd be like to have a kid. And so he was my first baby. I bottle fed him. I had to take him wherever I went. Hi Maya, thanks for joining me. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you. But I had to bottle feed him, and I had to wake up every 4 hours to feed him. So it was like having a baby. So he definitely was my first baby. But I'm grateful for everything I learned from him, for all the love that I received from him. It just is amazing. Hi Kimberly, thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you all are doing amazing. So before it gets any later, because I do have the podcast at 1:30ish, probably a little bit later, just so everyone knows. Because like I said, I'm doing my best with the loss of my kitty Pounce. Because it's really fresh. Part of me, like I was saying, I wanted to cancel class, but I just couldn't do that to you guys. So bear with me. We are going to do some movement to move through. So like I keep saying, let's just get started. So we're going to start with some deep breathing. Breathing in. Relaxing the shoulders. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. And then exhale when you're ready. Breathing in. Breathing in completely. And then exhaling, letting it all out. Breathing in. Breathing in completely. And when you're ready, letting it all out. I'm going to move a little bit because we are going to go with a little bit of the flow today. It'll be a fun one. Flow through the motions, feel the feelings, flow through it, move through it, grow through it, learn through it, heal through it. That's also why I wanted to continue on with class, to do a fluid motion where we can go with the ebbs and flows of life. So how we're going to get started is I want you to be seated in a easy seat or a cross-legged seat. The best way to get into this is bring your legs out in front of you and then cross either with your right or left and bring your legs like that, or you can move it to where you have your legs right next to each other. It's kind of hard to see because of my socks, but whatever's comfortable for you in this easy pose. And we're going to breathe in, bring our hands to our heart space, and breathe in, breathe out, bringing intention into our practice today, as my intention is to flow. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to start with bringing our hands out to a T, breathing in, putting them above your head. And then we're going to do a twist to the right. So you're going to bring your your left hand, bear with me today, guys. Your left hand on your right knee, and then your right hand behind you. Or you can, if you have the twisting ability right now, if not, go slow with it. This is the warm-up. Just, you can put your hand on the other side of your right thigh. If that's too much of a twist right now, just keep your hand on your knee. Breathing in with elongated spine and exhaling to twist. Breathing in. And making sure on the inhale to elongate your spine. And then exhale on the twist. Noticing any sensations or anything that's coming up for you. Breathing in. Elongating the spine. And then exhaling. Inhale, bring your arms to that T. And then we're going to do the other side. So inhaling up and then twisting to your left with your right hand on your left knee or past your thigh and your left hand behind you. And breathing in and breathing out, twisting. On the inhale, elongating the spine. And then exhaling as you twist. Now listen to your body. You don't want to hurt yourself, but twists are great for back pain. They're great for detoxing. They're amazing pose to move energy, to move stagnation. Inhaling and exhaling. On this next inhale, bring your hands to that T. Inhale up, touch with your hands in prayer pose above your head, bringing that down to your heart space. And we're going to now move forward, bringing your hands in front of you. And we're going to do some cat-cows. I do realize I'm going to have to back up a little bit, so I'll talk as loud as I can, because we are going to do a little bit of a fluid motion here. It'll be fun. So if this is hard on your knees, put some padding underneath your knees. If it's hard on your wrist, put some padding underneath your hands and your wrist. It could be a blanket. It could be a towel. I would stick with a blanket. A bolster might be too high. Because sometimes we don't have that range of motion, or, like you might have a knee injury, or it's hard for your knees or wrists to be directly on the floor. But you want to make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. So we're doing cat-cows. We're going to start with the cow and move into the cat. Breathing in, going into that cow. Making sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Your tailbone is reaching towards the sky. And then exhale, round the spine into cat. You can bring your chin to your chest. You want to round that spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. As this one helps warm up your spine, it also helps your kidneys. It helps your neck, your shoulders, your back. It's an amazing, amazing pose. Inhaling cow and exhaling cat. Inhale cow and exhale cat. Doing this a couple more times at your own pace, listening to your body. Another option or modification for this is you could be in an easy seat like we were, and you can just do spinal flexes with your hands on your knees or your shins. And same thing. Inhale cow and then exhale cat. We'll do this, like I said, a couple more times. Wherever you're at, feeling the sensations and moving your body in a fluid motion. Letting things come up, but no judgment, letting them be there, and maybe breathing into the sensation to help loosen it. Or maybe just let it be. Inhaling cow, exhaling cat. Now we are going to go into a downward dog. So how do you do that? You're going to bring your hands out a handprint. I'm going to have to move. So bear with me as I move the camera a little bit so you guys can see me really well. So we're in the cat-cows. You want to bring your hand out just like a handprint out. You want to tuck your toes in. And we're going to go up into the downward dog, making sure to bring your tailbone to the sky. If you're not able to have your ankles touch or your heels touch the floor, it's okay. You could also do a sense where you're walking the dog, as they call it. And you want to make sure, this is also, it's considered a version because your head is below your heart. Making sure your feet are hip distance apart, your hands are spread out like this, and then you want to go in between your arms. Breathing here. This one is a great one for so many things. It helps your body in all places. It helps relax the mind. It helps flow through things. It helps release. It helps regulate your nervous system. Breathing in and breathing out. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to walk our feet up into our hands and walk your hands to your feet. Situate your clothes as much as you need to. And you need to fix your mat. Now we're going to do a forward fold. Inhaling, flat back, whether that's to your shins, to the floor, to your ankles, whatever feels good. Got the flat back. And bend down, forward fold. Here, you can bring your hands on your back of your thighs to deepen the stretch. You can clasp your elbows like this. Sway a little bit side to side. Making sure that this fold came from the hip, your hip joints, to help. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe going deeper into your forward fold. Noticing any sensations that may be coming up. And not without judgment, just breathe into them. Let them be. This also is a great one for your hamstrings, your legs, your back. I notice it in my whole body. Inhaling and exhaling. Being here in this moment. And just letting it be. Rooting down through your feet. And maybe going a little bit deeper into the stretch if that feels good. If it doesn't, that's okay. Listen to your body. Listen to where you're at. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Next, we're going to go into that flat back again. And we're going to come up with hands above our heads. Elongating the spine. Maybe do a slight back bend. Look up towards the ceiling. If that doesn't feel good, just stay with elongated spine the way you're doing it. And then exhale, bring your hands down into mountain pose, Tadasana. Standing tall like a tree. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to inhale. We're going to do some aura sweeps. Inhale, bringing the hands up to the top, above your head in prayer pose. And exhale down to the side. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Hi, Tanya. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing amazing. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. With this next inhale, we're going to inhale up. And then instead of going all the way down, we're going to stop till we're at that T shape. And we're going to do a little bit more of a twist here. So what you're going to do is keeping your hips pointing forward. You're going to twist your body. It's always good to start doing it on your right. So you're going to it's going to look like this. Making sure your hips are pointed forward. And the twist is coming from a straight spine. Inhaling and
exhaling. Your feet could be hip width apart. You could have your big toes touching and your heels just a little bit apart. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to inhale, come straight to a straight spine, elongated spine, and we're going to do that twist on the other side. So with the hips pointed forward, twisting and going to your left side now, like this. Inhaling and exhaling. Really moving the energy as we are in third quarter moon energy, which is about detoxing, releasing, letting go, forgiving, resetting, and getting ready and prepared for the new moon intentions. So we're going to inhale, arms above the head, and exhale down. Do a little couple more aura sweeps. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. On this exhale down, we're going to forward fold. Make sure you're folding at your hips and go to the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. Holding here just for a breath or two. Inhaling and exhaling. And what you're going to do is bring your hands out in front of you. Walk your feet a little bit back, and we're going into that downward dog again. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing your tailbone, reaching for the sky. You can have slight bend in your hip. We want to keep the shape that I have as much as you can. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, bringing your knees down, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to do a couple more cat-cows. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Now we're going to come to a close here. I want you to bring your big toes to touch. We're going to go into child's pose. You can have your knees together. You can have them spread apart, whatever feels good. You want to bring your bottom, your hips back to your ankles, your heels. Extend the arms out. Walk them out. And go as forward as you can, whether it's just where we're at right here, or you can start bringing your head down to the floor, breathing in and breathing out. Maybe you want to bring your knees apart a little bit more so you can go deeper into the child's pose. Making sure you have a flat back as much as you can. You can relax your arms or you can keep them straight, keep them active. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming to a close to our practice, integrating all that you've done, feeling any sensations and breathing through them. Inhaling and exhaling. As you flowed and as you released, now integrating and consolidating, breathing in and breathing out. Maybe doing a couple more breaths here before we come out. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. On the next inhale, walk your hands up, and we are going to come into the easy seat or the cross-leg seat that we started for the practice with. And we're just going to do a minute, maybe, of meditation. I would like you to do a mudra with me. It is the water mudra. So this is your water, your pinky is your water finger. And so instead of Gya mudra like this, we are going to have tip of finger, tip of thumb pointing or together. Bring that down to your knees. Mudras are a good point of, focus, like the breath is a point of focus. That way sometimes it's hard to just focus on the breath. That way you have the mudra. But this is the mudra about water, so it's about flow. And that's our theme of the day, is flow. So bringing that mudra to your knees, breathing in, and breathing out. Just sitting here for a few moments. Inhaling and exhaling. Being proud of yourself for coming to this class, for moving your energy, for detoxing your energy, for taking that time for yourself to recalibrate, reset, and just to be in your inner world. Moving your body to help with stagnation, to move your body so you feel more energized and ready for your day. And sitting here and breathing at your own pace, deep or natural breathing. Going with the ebbs and flow of life, going with the flows, taking it one step at a time, being in the present moment, being there for yourself, comforting yourself in this practice. Know that you took that time for yourself. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. You did amazing. As we flowed and moved with fluidity through that mindful movement yoga, take that with you during your day. And remember the fluidity that you moved through, the flow that you moved through. Knowing that's how we handle all experiences in life, with that flow, with that fluidity. And the more consistency you have with recognizing that fluidity and flow, the more easier it's going to be to have it during your daily life as you go through life. As I like to think, like with yoga, it's the balance of doing and being, because you're doing the movements and then you're being in the moment by also doing restoration. Breathing in and breathing out. As a lot of mindfulness practices do that for you. Alrighty, so we're going to bring our hands to our heart center, maybe rubbing them together, coming back into the present moment, maybe wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, maybe just doing a quick little stretch for yourself. Come back to the present. Get a little bonus flow. Rubbing those hands together, bring them to your heart space, breathing in as one, inhaling, and exhaling, letting it all out. We'll do that 2 more times together, making these your deepest inhales and exhales you've done all day. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Bowing our heads to our heart space. May the wisdom of our minds bow to the wisdom of our hearts, as our heart is the master and our mind is the tool. May all of us and I be happy, healthy, free, cool, calm, collected, safe, secure, supportive, love, bravery, courage, abundant, prosperous, wealthy, grateful, patient, compassionate, understanding, open-minded, and open-hearted. Namaste, Satnam Waheguru. May the long time sun shine upon you.
and pure love surround you, and the guiding light guide your way on. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're welcome, Jessie. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this flow. Oh, you're welcome, Kimberly. I know doing this flow, it really helped me. I can tell you that 100%. Sticking with my routines of my daily life, it really helps me during the grieving. And also dancing. I know I'm going to be doing a lot of dancing. Yesterday I did a little dance session out in the rain because I knew this time for Pounce was coming. As on Easter, I found out about this. So I knew it. So I was moving, flowing, and this practice really helped me. So I hope it helped you to flow, to remember that flow, the ebbs and flow of life. Death happens. So be in the moment, make those memories so you can enjoy all the memories, Yeah. So, Thank you, everyone that was here live. Thank you, everyone that's on the replay. Thank you for all the silent watchers that come to class. I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed class. I do this mindfulness class live, typically 12 p.m. Eastern time. Today was a little bit later, only because of what's going on in my inner world. But next week we'll be back normal time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Hi, Candace. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing amazing. You'll have to replay the flow. I felt like it was a good one. Helps you with your fluidity, your flow. Helps you get into the moment. Detox, release, let it go, let it flow. Trusting the process. Also, if you are, thank you, Kimberly. Love you, girl. Love you all. Thank you for the love, Candace. Thank you for the love, everyone. Honestly, this is part of my healing. It's how I work through things, talking, letting it out. So thank you for giving me the space to do that. And let's grow together. Let's learn together. Invite your friends to my page as I share the gift of mindfulness in many forms. If you're interested, I do one-on-one sessions, coaching, mentor, mindfulness sessions via Zoom. In my weekly schedule, I have the prices out there for you. So if you're interested, look there. But the one-on-one helps you on a more personal level. We'll get in touch with what you want to work on personally, as these mindfulness classes are general, they're for everyone, but the one-on-ones help us get deeper to where you're going. Maybe you want advanced mindfulness practices that I don't teach here. There's special meditations and mindfulness practices that I only do through my events, and then also through the one-on-one sessions. And also, that being said, new moon intention setting ceremony event is on Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll share the link here in the comments. It is donation based. So if you're interested, you're more than welcome to come. And this is like a group discounted mindfulness coaching mentorship session. But it's also our time to come into a ceremony and celebrate. And we're going to be setting intentions as the new moon and solar eclipse is on Monday, the 8th. So, yeah. And I do these events twice a month, one for the new moon, one for the full moon. So if you're not able to join, hey, let me, there's more to come, I guess. That's what I'm getting at. So it's consistent. So when you are able to join, yay. So, that being said, what else? Oh, Jessie, awesome. Okay, yeah, reach out, let me know. I can give you more information. I can send you the link so you can kind of get a view of what it is. There's reviews on there of beautiful beings that came to past events, so you can kind of get a feel for things as well. And then I give you more information on like payment and all that stuff. But also the podcast is today at 1:30-ish p.m. Eastern time. I was saying at the beginning, it might be a little bit later only because of what I'm working through right now. And Yana, she is my best friend, so I know there'll be a little bit of time where we'll be having that best friend time before the podcast but it's still happening. We're going to be talking about how to bring in that inner fire, activate that inner fighter so you can push past limits and you can step in your healthy personal power. So that is at 1:30ish Eastern time PM in the group Heal the Unicorn. If you're interested in that, I can let you know. I can invite you to the group because we only do that live in that group. Oh, thank you, Candace. Oh, I appreciate it. And yes, if you found this to be useful, share it with others. It helps me get the gift of mindfulness out to others, as well as, it's helping bringing the light, as mindfulness is something that helped me tremendously and is helping me tremendously. And it really starts with the consistency, because mindfulness is a brain training exercise. And the more you do it, the more it will come out naturally in your daily life. So thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you guys so very much. I will see you around. If you're curious what's going on for the rest of the week, check out my weekly schedule. I keep that pinned at the top of this page, a sacred space. And I hope to see you next Wednesday live at 12 p.m. Eastern time, where we'll have our mindfulness class. And who knows, maybe I'll see you Friday at the intention setting ceremony, which is via Zoom. So I hope you have a blessed day. Sending you guys so much love. Thank you again for being here during this hard time for myself. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And come back to this live to do the class, or you can check out any of the videos if you go to my video section, where there's mindfulness classes that I keep up so you can practice them at any time. Oh, Candace, I hope that sending you good vibes for that snowstorm. Sending good vibes. I hear that where I'm at, there might be some snow. So, but I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you around. Bye, guys. See you soon. Thank you again. Sending you all so much love. And remember to shine bright and be you, because there's only one you, and you're important and you matter. Breathe into your beautifulness. Breathe into your uniqueness. Be your authentic self and shine bright, because you deserve it and you are worth it. Have a blessed day, everyone.